Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Fight your asses off. Beat each other up to a pulp. We don't care. We just want to buy your oil. Right? Oh, we want to buy stupid oil.
Well, we don't want to buy it. We want to steal it. We want the cheapest goddamn price you got. That's the problem. And actually, yeah, we want to keep this world on this reserve that is scarce. Yes, I am. To keep us on this scarce resource,
I don't like to be on.
so they can keep us right where they want to. Fine, I'll go right there.
Okay.
I saw a great thing, like, and I don't want to. I remember saying that, like, we need to vote because that's the least, that's the most that we can do. But I firmly believe that the voting system is like complete fraud and sham right now. And especially because of what they did to Jill Stein, like not even let her in on any of the debates or whatever.
That was really bad. But that was a point you could talk
when you go to vote, first of all, if everybody didn't vote, that would sure as hell send a sign. I believe that there'd be no way for them to be like, oh, well, we're just gonna call a winner. Well, they'd be like, no, you can't just fucking call a winner because nobody voted. So that would work, but
because if nobody voted, then everybody would get together.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And then another interesting thing I saw was like, if you go to vote, cross out every candidate's name on the line and write in no available candidate or something, or
Well, it used to be you could do this, not just put your thing in so it was your ballot, but you just put it on and off. Didn't touch anything on the ballot.
you just turn it off.
Right, you just put the lever over and pull it back. Like, well, there's nobody there, but now you can't even do that.
You can't do that anymore?
No, because now you write, well, I guess you could just have a blank one. Because now you write, you don't have that lever anymore.
And that's where you vote and I have voted. I haven't had an electronic voting machine.
Oh,
I don't even know what those.
A little thing and you fill out like you did for those tests that you take in school where you fill out all those. And then you run it through like a scanner.
Yeah. So you can just close the booth, not mark any candidate, and just be like, no vote,
and open it back.
And then walk out. But
that
you're saying you can't do that anymore, and you don't know if you can do that with electronic voting machines?
I don't know what would happen.
Have you ever used one of those before?
Well, you just fill out that thing and they put it through a scanner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's not the one I did. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's different ways because that's the way I've done it. It's like an old punch card test where you just fill out the thing, they scan it through, and they're like, "Hey, you failed. Fucking Obama's gonna be president." I'm like, son of a bitch. But no. I was imagining like the electronic voting machines. I think some of them are like fucking ATM machines where they're like touch screens, right?
Oh,
and that's the people down in Florida were all pissed off because of the touch screen was all confusing
and too sensitive.
So go ahead and try to hit the no vote, close your damn booth on the electronic touch screen one.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to. But I guess with the scanning one, you could leave it blank.
Yeah.
I have one objection to your sign.
Which one?
No war period.
No war period. You know what? Yeah, you're right.
I'm a Vietnam vet. Okay, 24-year military vet. It ain't worth it.
No.
I know.
Not for Halliburton, Exxon.
I love you.
Not these Carlisle groups or any of these military-industrial complexes.
These profit wars.
They bought and sold our country.
Hallelujah. God bless you all.
Right.
Because they would have at least been saying
They would have fudged it.
They would have killed a drone, a mosquito.
Yeah.
That injected something.
Yeah, right. Inject her with some kind of poison or something.
And we were at a thing yesterday. I'm looking up. I'm going. It was this giant. I don't know what it was. It was this big bug carrying a stick. And I'm looking at him thinking, holy shit! I go, Gina, what is this? I thought it was a drone. I'm thinking, why is he not whiffle bugging?
Like, That's a big bug carrying a stick. I thought it was a.
It was huge. You know?
I thought it was a beetle drone.
It was huge. It was a great big stick. Oh.
The dung beetle drone comes with a rolling ball of shit, and it's actually an improvised explosive device.
They should drop over the White House. A big,
Fucking
huge
dung beetle.
ball of shit.
Dung beetle drones.
Maybe they could get the bugs to
No. Let's ask these guys how they support the war on Syria. Hey guys, you guys support this war on Syria?
No war.
No war. No war.
Yeah, nobody really supports it. Well, that one guy who stopped, he said it creates jobs.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Somebody said that today?
Yes. The only one that Steve pulled up and he said, well, why don't you want, and they said, well, why do you want war? He said, creates jobs. A lot of openings.
It creates jobs.
Creates openings, and you know, people go there, they get killed.
Is that what he said too?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. Creates openings. He didn't say that, but
Plus the world, it stops
you know, with all
the population, they kill all the children.
yeah, help with the population control.
Yeah.
War is just a fucking good thing.
It's awesome.
Not really.
No, and it sucks. I just
But-
don't get it. I'll never get it. I sometimes think that people who do get it are aliens. We're actually from another planet or something.
I know. I think I like the sheriff who said when I asked him if he supported the war, he said he didn't support the war since World War II. I don't even think he was born at that time, but that shows what kind of peacenik our sheriff here in Erie County is. At least one of them.
Yeah, one.
Tim Howard, though, here, I don't know. And that's what I was thinking about, the voting thing. There goes another supporter. A supporter for no war. But our voting thing is that's where I'm getting like tied up, and I'm not sure yet exactly how I feel about voting locally, right? Because I do believe that the local change is where it's going to happen first. All right, well, first it happens individually. We make this conscious decision to not accept this tyranny anymore, whether that's just vocally supporting it or being active in one way or another. But first, mentally, we got to do that. But then the change is going to happen on another larger scale, and that it'll happen in your community, or in your family, your friends, community, and then your community, your local town or your village. And so, voting for things like the sheriff and
But you
mayor,
see the people who get in locally
council.
are usually really not that smart.
They're not. I know they're not
And
that
they
smart.
got the in, and then they keep moving up.
And they've bought into the same fucking political. All right, man.
When my kids were in school, I went to an assembly, and Carl Calabrese was giving this assembly on his dad.
Palladino?
No, Calabrese.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
with the governor now, I think. But
Yeah.
anyway, he was one of the, I don't know what he was.
Calabrese.
He was in there in Tennessee. So I went to this assembly because I think the kids were doing something, and he came for DARE. And he got up there and he
All right, now I'm
told us-
going.
We'll see you, Bill.
See you, Bill, for the 9th time.
He got up there and he did this big thing about the war on drugs. And I always told my kids, you know, and they were in middle school, high school. I said, you know what, I don't think they should make drugs illegal because it just causes a lot more problems. And I had always told him, I always believed that. And he got up there and said, if anyone ever tells you different, which would have been me to my kids, they're wrong, and that is a right for them to do that, and they shouldn't be. And so here I'm sitting there going, I got home, I wrote him a letter. I should have just went up to him. I was so too mad to just go up to him because I thought I'm going to act like an idiot. I'm going to go ballistic on this guy.
You're good with the letters.
But I wrote the letter, and they write these down. It's like they totally ignore what you tell them.
Yeah. Hi. You guys support the war on Syria? No war on Syria!
Who's serious?
No war!
We're serious.
No war!
War is bad.
They think you're saying we're serious.
Well, technically, in some ways, war is good. You mind? In some ways, yeah. Mind if I take a picture?
Not at all, brother. What's your name, by the way? Justin.
Yeah, it's great for population.
Would there?
I don't have a sign. I'll just go like this.
Ready?
But I did send a letter once to Obama.
Did you?
Yes, he wrote
Tell
back.
us about the letter you sent to Obama, Carol.
I'll be honest with you, at this time,
I
I
wanna
don't
hear
know what
about
it was
this.
about.
You what?
I don't remember what it was about.
She must have been drunk when she wrote the message. No.
It had to do with the the way there's only so many people that have all the money. So I wrote to him and I said, and the war, Iraq. I said we need to, really get out of this. You said you were getting us that letter. I got a letter back. It said nothing about anything that I said. Nothing. Not one thing. It was like they must
It's just
take
the
a letter.
template. They have the template. They're like, all right, pissed off woman.
Stupid, because it made me really hate him more than I already
Sure.
disliked him.
And-
After that, I was like,
And can I ask you, did you vote for him in 2008?
originally I did vote for him.
And so did I as well.
Yes, I was
And so
hoping.
I can imagine that added more fuel to that fire. You're like in 2008, people like us voted for President or Obama at the time, Mr. Obama, and
Yep.
then he did it about face. He just turned into George Bush.
Yes, he did.
Continued the wars,
You know,
stepped
at
them
least
up.
with Bush, we knew what to expect it. With
Fucking-
Obama, he just lied to our faces
Yes.
and did the complete opposite.
Gave the bankers all this money. Nobody wanted that.
It's
Nobody
very
wants this
He
war.
might be the worst president we have ever had.
No doubt. Like I've always said, it's like George Bush wishes he could have got away with what Obama
Really.
has gotten away with. He makes George Bush look like a fucking Girl Scout.
That's exactly what at this point, I take him second. I am just the wolf in sheep. My brother told me from day one, he's like, and we used to bitch and all. He's like, dude, he's the devil on earth. I guarantee
right.
it. This is in 2008. Or no, what year was it that he got elected? 2008?
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother used to say,
Used to argue with him.
argue it all the time. He's like, dude, I'm telling
You guys got
the
you got
devil
a
on
brother?
earth.
You got a son?
Two. My mom has two sons.
Do you
I
have-
got two brothers. The one's the rapper. He does all the political music. Oh, I'll
No.
send you some of his stuff. He's awesome.
Who?
My brother TC. He's called Lazarus. He's played.
Oh,
down here
really?
before. Yeah.
I didn't know that was your brother.
That's my brother. Yeah. He's like a revolutionary.
I want to ask these girls about the war. Hey guys, do you support the war? War with Syria?
No.
No war, right?
But why do you protest on a Sunday? There's no one walking around here.
It's
No one walks around here
That's a good
anyway.
question. This is probably a lot of it's got to do with like availability. Like we want a lot of people to come out because there is a lot of people that do not support this war that our president really is trying to start. He's going against Congress, Parliament. You know, in the UK has said no. In
Germany has said no.
Germany said no. You guys from?
I'm from
You're from Germany.
I'm from France, and our stupid president is saying let's go. So
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They're moving warships into place. I know Europe wants to do, if they want any part of it. What I've heard of Europe is like they only humanitarian aid. Like they only want to help refugees.
they need.
There is that, but I still think that that's a little bit too much because it's saying, it's like, all right, let the Americans bomb the shit out of them, and then we'll help with the refugees and stuff like that. But like you're saying, like your French president and Angela Merkel, I don't know if Merkel stand. I know Germany is really pissed off at us because
but Germany actually never wants to get involved in wars. We want to help, but we don't want to fight.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a
and Yeah, it's just. I know we were spying a lot on Germany. We found out a lot.
Yes.
That like for
That
some
was like-
for some reason the NSA had like an elaborate spy network on Germany more than.
I know it was all over the newspapers in Germany, and it's not that German, or most of the Germans would say we don't like the Americans, we don't like, the government or what the government did.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. The actions of the government doesn't always
Right.
reflect what the people want.
Exactly.
And yeah.
He's really just an NPR parent. I love my dad, but like there's a definite parent-child relationship. But like you really, like if you learn the facts, if you don't hear about it from the corporate media, you really understand that like the whole humanitarian aspect of going to Syria, complete BS. Look at Indonesia. Like we just supported them $500 million of military helicopters, but they're still suppressing the West Indians. They're the ones who just completely destroyed East Timor in the 70s, and we completely supplied all their military weapons. Just the whole U.S. history is all about that, but you don't hear about it from the corporate media. And yeah.
It's a 2-year sentence. If you do it in a group, there's a conspiracy for 20 years.
I don't know. You got a bunch of.
I was pre-warned by somebody that they tried to coerce a woman into doing it, but 3 of them got over her. You gotta use your checking account. We got the money, we'll put it in your checking account. You gotta use your checking account. Wow. So it was John Kerr.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
You want to? How do you feel about the war in Syria?
Brian, I'm taking off, man.
All right, Bill.
I'll see you
It was
next
good
time.
seeing you, man. Yeah.
Depending on what paper you read, but you go into a
People
different
didn't want the
community.
bailouts, but they did them anyways. And they're doing everything.
Well, we're not being represented. If we feel like we're not being represented, then they need us to
That's
vote.
what I
Like we need to vote on it as people.
saw that and I had to download it.
The situation in Syria is out of control, and we need a solution, says Obama. He's like in the situation room or something. Drone them. Send the troops in. Stop funding the opposition. They throw the guy who says stop funding the opposition out the window.
And then you're talking about Syria, and I was like, yeah,
Don't drop that to the sewer.
Yeah, right.
yeah, that's
Right.
funny though.
It is, and there's a lot of memes that are going around that I think are great. When the meme, like if you look up memes, Google meme, and it's like the idea, it's like sharing the information or an idea through a picture and just a handful of words. But it's derived from to like create and spread ideas and stuff. And we look at this form of advertising that's going on today. Like we've had commercials, we got all this contests and shit like that that kind of persuade our perception of things, and then and make us have like ideas and feelings and beliefs. And now we have memes that are fighting fire with fire. I think that are really great, very clever.
It's at his house.
And do you like them all the time?
Yeah,
already?
I'm with my mom.
The guy on Facebook with the hat and he's like, hey man, I stole your fucking girlfriend or some shit like that, or all right, Chris, see you later, man. That brownie cat,
Oh yeah.
They'll say some smart ass comment above it. That's a meme. Like there's 1,000,001 memes.
Okay.
Like the most interesting guy in the world. They'll have like, I don't always fucking start wars, but when I do, I bomb fucking Syrians with depleted uranium or something. And that's another thing we didn't talk about either. Is like we want to blame all these chemical, like they call them weapons of mass destruction too. Obama has, and their administration, and they have inconclusive
No
evidence.
war on Syria, no more war. I don't know what other people are thinking, but I say to hell with the Carlyle Group, to hell with Halliburton, to hell with this war profiteering, to hell with it all. What we need to do is we need to not give back to what Paul Ryan said, the quote, war on terrorism spending, but we need to cut the fat from the Pentagon. We need to give the majority of it to schools, hospitals, and nursing homes, and we need to provide health care insurance for all Americans. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So to hell with the Carlyle Group, they're nothing but a bunch of war profiteering pirates.
ahead.
How do you feel about us going to war with Syria?
I support that shit. I like that shit. Why do you like it? Because Obama's fighting for us, though. What do you guys?
Well, I mean, it's against the Geneva Convention, isn't it, to use chemical weapons against people?
No doubt, yeah, I think so, man. I think we've used depleted uranium, like it's in all our shells.
Yeah, it gives our troops
it's a
diseases,
right. It's a byproduct of nuclear waste, and they coat our metal shells or bullets and shit with it, so it penetrates like
it
penetrates
50
armor.
caliber,
It penetrates like brick walls and shit.
My friend Ryan went to the Marines and like came back with cancer and shit, and he's like 29 years old and he's in good shape.
And I mean, and we don't have any. There's not been any congressional approval for this.
Definitely.
You know, there's a big. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but there's definitely a big, like, public support that people don't want this fucking war.
No, yeah, definitely not.
And
I mean, but how much of a war is it really going to be? Aren't we going to kick their ass like pretty much overnight, or no? It's going to be a lot more. Is it going to be like Afghanistan or Iraq? Where
well,
a lot.
Judging, we spend like more than 50%. You know, our military is more than every other country put together. 50% of the world's total military expenditure. Have you ever U.S.? Yeah, we kicked their ass.
Yeah. I mean, we're still going to lose at least one American life. Might be too much. You know what I mean? But here's the flip side of that coin. What if we don't do anything?
Right.
How do you feel about that?
Well, it's
just let Syria do whatever.
I would say. I would say to that, I take my chances because I believe that.
No, he's right. We gotta
there's been
maintain our own house before we go to other people's houses starting shit. You know, like
inconclusive evidence though. Even that they even did anything wrong.
Oh, so you're saying that it's not even proven yet that, you know. So I don't know, man. It's a really hard issue to. I know that we moved our warships in because I seen on the news last night or whatever, and they got the warships ready to go.
They're going in the motherfucker.
Yeah, they're about to light something up. I don't know, man. It's a hard argument, dude. Like, at one hand, it's like you can't let them get away with, you know.
Doesn't.
Don't
you think, like,
it was the rebels who did the gassing?
Yeah.
You know, just as a pretense.
Do you think like
it's like Iraq?
It's a little bit like George Bush for Obama to like go in.
Like a parody.
Like,
almost?
well, yeah. Well, I'm saying that there's these weapons of mass destruction in Syria when there isn't.
Yeah.
There's no proof of it.
I get exactly what you're saying. And we go there and then we're find out.
Young kids going over there dying.
I wonder how she feels about the war.
She's so beautiful.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask her though when she comes by.
She's so beautiful.
And if she wants to talk on camera with us, that'd be great.
I'm sure she does a lot of things on camera.
But thanks, hey man. Yeah, thanks for your input, man.
Jay, yeah, man. I don't know, man. Like I don't want anyone to die or anything like that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you gotta. I don't know, man. Like, you can't let people get away with certain shit. But he's right. It's like we have to make our own country good before we start getting involved with everybody. Our foreign policy is ridiculous. You know, we're going to all these other countries. We're getting involved with all this shit. Yeah.
And that's the bottom line is we need to take care of our own shit before we do anything else. And that's what I'd recommend to you guys is definitely just go online if you're online and Google up some stuff about this war, and you'll find out that a lot of it is based on lies that the media has been spinning us and our government.
Who owns the media now? You think about it.
Fucking there's like four companies that own all the fucking media outlets.
Basically, Viacom owns everything. Man.
And that's why I'm out here trying to talk to real people, getting real fucking news. Man. So
it's ridiculous, man. Like you said, I mean, in 2011 when 9/11 happened, I was 18 years old. Okay, if I would have felt like it was worth it, I would have definitely went and fought for my country. I'm not a coward. I would have fought for my country. But I don't think it's worth it for me to like go over there and possibly lose my life for what? Oil? I don't even drive. You know what I mean? So why do I care about gas? You know, it's really all about oil, isn't it?
That puts us at about the same age. I think I was 18. I was class of 2000.
I'm 31 years old.
I didn't graduate. I'm 31.
Yeah.
But I was that close to joining the military because of 9/11.
You're not a coward. You know, it would have been worth it.
And it was learning all the things about after that really shed new light on things for me, man.
It's like the Vietnam of our generation, man. It's
no doubt.
How many lives have we lost up to this point? Like over 2,000. You know.
There's more soldiers commit suicide than they die in battle.
Yeah, I know.
Google that too. That's ugly. That's ugly.
You know what else?
Like why are we supporting wars if our boys are just coming home
all fucked
up on all these drugs, these mind drugs?
If you go over there and fight, you should be set for the rest of your life. Your kids should have a place to live. You should have money in your pocket, and you should have a car and everything. And it seems like they don't even take care of them when they get back. They're kind of like, and no one wants to talk about it, like you said. And it's like these dudes went over there, and they get no love when they come back, man. And they're not like really taking care of them like they should, you know. And you know what else is a crazy fact? Google how many nuclear weapons are in our arsenal compared to everyone else. We have enough nuclear weapons to blow up the planet 100 times over. You calculate nuclear winter and global wind patterns that are going to blow like you said, the fallout, the nuclear fallout all over the place. There'll be nothing on this planet at all. So what I don't know, man.
Yeah, well, that's what you guys got to go on there and look into the globalists and the 9/11 truth. What the truth behind 9/11? There's architects and engineers that actually built the fucking building. That want a real investigation to take place.
Exactly.
They know it was a cover-up and a scam. For all these false flag operations that the U.S. has done, they're released documents now. Like the Gulf of Tonkin episode was what got us. It was a false flag incident that got us into Vietnam.
Dude,
the oil embargo on Japan in World War II got us. That's what we knew that they were going to bomb us in Pearl Harbor. There's lots of dirty shit. So
Project Mongoose with John F. Kennedy, man. Like when they sent like the detail that was supposed to watch him. If you ever see that movie by it's called JFK, Oliver Stone, and everything.
Yeah.
You know. Dude, the guy that was supposed to be in charge of his detail was sent to the North Pole for what reason, dude? So it was a coup d'etat, so they could assassinate our own president. When are they going to release the real truth about that? That's been like, what, over 50 years?
We got a corporate coup d'etat happening right here in our country, man. It's already taken place. The corporations own all our politicians. The military industrial complex, they're private companies. They own our fucking everything else, and they're starting this war to make money.
Yeah, man.
It's all about that money, all right.
And the police state too. You notice all the cops got these armored fucking tanks.
I think it's funny how like all these people that like think they know what they're like, oh, I'm Democrat. It's like, dude, it's fascism, dude. It's social economy.
That's exactly what it is.
It's the opposite of what you think it is. You know, they're like, oh, I'm a Democrat, because I'm not rich, and it's like, dude, you want to be living in a communist country? Keep going the route that we're going, dude.
Democrats are turning fascist. So they want all these rules and regulations all over everything.
Get more involved, and Big Brother's watching, dude, and they're gonna have drones that patrol our cities and shit, man.
All right, guys. Thanks, man. Some guys that know a lot, but they don't know everything, and I think that's a lot of the part of the confusion that is happening today.
They come, he gave it to the government.
We still had a huge amount of debt.
Not back then, no.
No, we did.
No, we didn't.
Who was the only president that had no debt? Andrew Jackson.
We never did
Andrew Jackson because he got
more time. We never did any
I'll
of
show
that.
you on my phone. Like, Ben always amount of debt. Deficit, yeah, it was solved. The debt was never solved, but couldn't balance the deficit. With the help of, let's be fair, I mean, I hate the guy, but let's be fair, Newt Gingrich did put a lot of pressure on him to cut programs. I'm not saying that the right programs to cut, I'm just saying that he did, because of Gingrich was the only reason.
You and I are going to have our own war here. No, I'm kidding.
That's fine.
I'm kidding.
That's fine with me. I'm just saying that we've always had
debt. You
debt.
got the facts, I believe you. If you got them down there, I don't have them, so I believe
No,
you.
Zany, I didn't talk about the SD, but I will say single payer health care. Cut
Oh, yeah.
You ever watch him on TV?
Gazing through the window at the world outside, wondering will Mother Earth survive? Without each other's help, there ain't no hope for us. I'm living in a dream of fantasy. Oh yeah. If only we could all just find serenity. It would be nice if we could live as one. When will all this anger, hate, and bigotry be done? When will it be done? 'Cause I'm just a dreamer. I dream my life away. I'm just a dreamer who dreams of better days. I'm just a dreamer searching for the way. I'm just a dreamer dreaming my life away. The name of that song? Oh, I'm Dan. Dan, Chuck. That's me.
They're doctors. They're,
You hear that erected blood burning?
Fuck that.
Oh yeah.
Horses.
I didn't get